Yo, 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 it's your boy, Ugo Onyianta with Yankees Digest, bringing you all things Yankees. Shocker, another Yankee loss. The Yankees dropped the opening game of the final first half series before the All-Star break at Tropicana Field, 5-3 to the Rays. Much of the same old story with these Bronx Bombers this last month plus, going on 2 months now of just inadequate, inefficient, bad baseball. And we'll dive into it. What went wrong? What needs to change? Yet again, sounds like a broken record, but this is what it is right now with the Yankees. But before we start, hit that like button. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to all the new followers, man. This channel is blowing up at an alarming rate, all because of you guys. You guys listen. You're coming on this journey with us here at Yankees Digest. We're bringing you all things Yankees. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for coming on this ride with us. But without further ado, let's get this party going. The nightmare continues. We typically focus on the game, but let's focus on the standings right now, because that's telling the story of what's going on with the Bombers. And they're slowly falling back in the AL East. It's getting ridiculous. I mean, you're 3 games out of first place now. The Red Sox are right on their heels now. At one point, the Yankees had about a 10-game lead over them in the loss column. That's dwindled down, and look at that. They're only 3.5 back. They won tonight against the Oakland Athletics, and they just took 2 out of 3 from the Yankees. You know what I mean? So this is getting ridiculous. But pay attention to that last column. The last 10 games. All right, the Orioles near fringe, 500, 6-4, good enough to stay in first place. But look at the Yankees, 3-7 in their last 10, and I will take a step further, 5-15 in their last 20, and the Red Sox 7-3, including, like I mentioned before, just now, 2 out of 3 from New York yet again after taking 2 out of 3 a few weeks ago at Fenway Park. This is a joke. This is a joke right now. The Yankees they're flirting with the wild card. The AL East is beginning to look more and more like a pipe dream, unless something drastic happens at the trade deadline or the Yankees go on a run. But the AL East is beginning to slip away. And my fear coming into this season was that the Yankees were going to be a fringe wild card team anyway. I didn't pick them to win the AL East. This is actually going according to plan. Like, I picked the Orioles to win the East coming into the season, but not like this. Not with a 50-22 start for the Yankees. They were looking like the '98 team. I was like, whoa, this team might be better than I thought. But everything's coming home to roost. And again, the nightmare continues, and it's the same story. Useless offense. Juan Soto and Aaron Judge or bust. And pitching not good enough. Just not good enough. And you saw it in this game yet again. You really did. Rodón gives up 4 runs just like that. They jump out to a 1-0 lead. Gleyber actually gets a hit with a runner in scoring position. That's a rare thing. And this guy Rodón, paying him all the money in the world outside of Cole, your rotation, he gives up 4 runs in a blink. In a blink. You know what I mean? As soon as Paredes hits this 3-run home run, mind you, he's the Rays' only all-star. As soon as he hits this home run, I'm thinking, I think the game's over. And it was the first inning. And I was like, I think that's it. I think this is going to be another loss, because they have not shown in the last month, going on 2 months now, that once they get punched in the mouth, they can respond. It was the opposite in the first half of the season. Earlier in the first half. The Yankees fell back a few times, but then they just grinded out at bats. The table setters, Volpe, Verdugo, they got on, and then the big boys, they were bopping. Soto and of course Judge, the best player on the planet. But that's not the case right now. You hit the Yankees with a 3-spot or a 4-spot or a 5-spot early because the pitching's not good enough, and the game's over. the game's over. This lineup is not built to come from behind right now. And yet again, the same script was followed and played out. They fell behind early, couldn't make up the deficit. But let's keep things going, man. Let's keep this going, and let's keep that same energy. Rice is carrying the Yankees. Ben Rice, man. It's been the Rice show really the last few weeks. He's got 14 RBIs since over the last few weeks. That's second only to Aaron Judge, who has 19 RBIs. Ben Rice has been carrying the Yankees really the last few weeks, and he's been a bright spot, man. Especially with Spencer Jones ripping things up down in the minor leagues. He's trying to get called up. You weren't getting anything out of Rizzo before the injury. Really, he should stay in the dugout, honestly, as an assistant manager or a bench coach, because he's washed. And this is definitely his final year in pinstripes as a player. But Ben Rice, again, he another home run, giving you production at the top of the lineup. Something that Volpe was doing earlier in the year, but there's a reason why he's slipped down to seventh in the batting order. Ben Rice is giving the Yankees something, and we keep mentioning it on this channel in these recaps of these games. It can't just be Judge and Soto or bust. You have to have other guys that make the opposing pitcher work. And this guy right here, Ben Rice, he's making him work, and he's bashing. He's getting on base. He's seeing a lot of pitches in his at bats. He's knocking in runs, something that no one else is doing. You know what I mean? And even Soto's slumping right now. Soto hasn't really been good the last few weeks. I know he had the bruised hand. You hope that there's no remnants of that injury that's going to be nagging him for the rest of the season. But for the past week plus, this has been the Yankees, outside of Aaron Judge, this has been the Yankees' best hitter. Like, call a spade a spade. Ben Rice has been the best hitter for the Yankees outside of Aaron Judge. and of course, Soto, when he gets his act together. But, again, Volpe and Verdugo aren't giving you anything right now. And, of course, Giancarlo, when is he coming back? Rizzo, is he coming back? You have to really start to wonder who is going to be that next guy that's going to step up and give you run production outside of this guy, outside of Ben Rice. Because it's got to be somebody. It's got to be Volpe. It's got to be Verdugo. It's got to be Austin Wells. It's got to be somebody has to start giving you some more production to ease and take the burden off of Juan Soto and Aaron Judge. And shout out to Ben Rice. He's been that guy so far, and he's gonna have to keep it going. He's gonna have to continue to produce, because right now nobody else is, and the losses, they keep piling up. So who is gonna step up to the plate? We have to find out. We're gonna wait and see. But before we get to the final portion of this episode, hit that subscribe button. The subscribers are pouring in. We have an extra 20 subscribers really in the last week, 1 or 2 weeks, man. It's been lovely to watch, man. The subscribers, the fellow Yankees Digest ites. We have to come up with a nickname for you guys. You guys have been coming on this journey with us, man, and we feel the love over here at home base of the channel, man. So hit that subscribe button. Be an OG subscriber. Let's just keep this going. Let's keep this party going. So without further ado, let's bring this on home. DJ LeMahieu just might be turning things around, and saw some promising things. Definitely saw some promising things in the last few games, especially toward the end of the Red Sox series, and now in this opening game here, man. Listen, DJ LeMahieu has been one of my favorite Yankees since he came over to us in free agency from Colorado, man. This is a guy that, when he's right, one of the best all-around hitters in baseball. He was our de facto leadoff hitter really the past few years. 2-time batting champion. And this year's been rough, though. This year has been a drag for DJ Hits, man. Has yet to hit a home run. 11 ribbies. On base percentage at 288. Not too many extra base hits. Of course, no stolen bases. That's never been his game. But man, he's looked washed like Tide or Clorox since he's come back from the injury. But he's beginning to finally turn things around. 2 more hits tonight. His average finally gets over 200. He's at 206 right now. And really, again, I keep mentioning about that cluster of players that have to turn things around and give the Yankees something. And he's in that cluster. He's in there with the Volpes, the Verdugos, with Gleyber Torres. DJ Hits is right there. They're going to need him to do more of this. Multiple hit games, moving guys over, making contact. His bats has looked slow. A number of Yankees have mentioned that in the past few weeks, especially when he was firmly under 200 up until this game right here in the opener. LeMahieu, again, he's 35, still has a ton of money owed to him on his contract, about 3 more years. Man, the Yankees need that cluster. I'm gonna keep saying it because it's got to happen. He is really leading the way there. Volpe, Verdugo, Torres, and LeMahieu. Those 4 are gonna make or break this season for the Yankees. Everyone says that, the Yankees are gonna go as far as Judge, or they're gonna go as far as Garrett Cole take them. And of course, those are your frontline franchise building block players. And yes, that's true. But your support players, the rest of the cast, they got to come to the party too, man. They got to come to the party. And DJ Hits, again, this might be his last hurrah. I don't know who's going to take his contract. You know what I mean? Again, he's owed a lot of money, and he's on the wrong side of 30. But he's got to give the Yankees something. And I was very encouraged by the last 2 or 3 games. Again, the end of the Boston series and this opener. He's having better at bats. He's putting the ball in play. He's going to the opposite way. That's really all he wants to do at this point in his career anyway. And it's hard hit contact. That's what you want to see. And listen, he's your de facto number 9 hitter in the batting order until he really gets his legs underneath him. And I think he's beginning to turn the corner. So they're going to need more of what they got from him in the opener against the Rays. But I haven't lost complete faith. I still think he's washed. Don't get it twisted. But I'm just asking for 65 to 70% of the old DJ. Just give me that. I'm not asking for 100. Those days are gone. But just give me 65 to 70% of the old guy, of this guy. Multiple hits and contact. Give me 70% of that guy, and I'll be good. And it will make a world of difference because you'll have constant traffic on the base pads, which allows Judge and Soto to go to work and get busy. You know what I mean? But that does it for this episode of Yankees Digest. Again, we'll be here for the rest of the season, hopefully deep into October, bringing you all things Yankees right here at Yankees Digest. Again, hit that like button, all right, and hit that subscribe button. Come on this journey with us. 2 more games before the All-Star break. We're going to have a ton of coverage, a ton of clips about, and we've already given you guys a ton about rumors and this, that, and the third. But I'm going to provide those game recaps. You know what I mean? And I haven't seen the bobblehead in quite some time. So hopefully the Yankees can get some W's going into the break and going into the deadline. That would definitely help out, especially with those ALE standings that we saw early on. But thanks, guys, for tuning in. You guys are the best. Thanks for tuning in, as always, to Yankees Digest, bringing you all things Yankees with your boy, Ugo Onyianta. Peace.